Welcome into KZI's college football game night. I'm Brett Taylor filling in for Camera Dirty alongside Kenny Coperstein. Kenny, first time being here. It feels good to finally be on the desk.
Yeah, welcome. Great show. It'll be fun.
Yeah, now for those of you wondering, Cam will be eventually back next week. He had to take a little bit of a break, but of course, Kenny, we got some Oregon football to talk about first. Number 9 Oregon welcoming in Washington State, a team that Oregon has had success in recent years. Yeah,
they've been able to beat them. You know, last year it kind of came down to the wire, but always a tough game when you're playing the Cougs.
You never know what you're going to face when you take on a Coach Dicker team. Of course, Cameron Ward and the Washington State Cougars in hostile territory in Autzen Stadium, where we all know it never rains, even today as the Ducks take the field. Oregon on its first drive of the day. Bo Nix finds his trusty tight end in Terrace Ferguson. A great start for the #1 offense in the nation.
Yeah, absolutely. Fun little double post concept with a tight end sail route. They tried to run that a couple times today. They got a touchdown to Bucky later on it.
Ducks ultimately settle for a field goal try. Camden Lewis trying to redeem himself, and it's wide left.
Yeah, tough start for Camden. You know, I think kicker psyches, they can be fragile at times, but he bounced back later.
So here comes the Washington State offense. Ward escapes the pressure, throws a dime to Kyle Williams, and here come the Cougars.
Yeah, really good coverage there. You're underneath the receiver, just an excellent throw by Ward. He gave the Ducks trouble extending plays all day long.
Watch it again. Again, Ward escaping that pressure from the Oregon defensive line, making plays when you don't think it's going to happen. That's exactly what he did to Oregon State. 3rd and 6, and look at this throw, this sidearm, and that's going to put the Cougs within striking distance. Next play, Nakia Watson from 4 yards out. Touchdown Cougars. Washington State in the lead early.
Yeah, I mean, Oregon had some trouble settling into the rhythm of this game a little bit. Next offensive possession, they were kind of able to start getting their feet under themselves.
Speaking of finding that rhythm, what do you do when you need to find something? You run the ball. Jordan James, 37 yards, puts the Ducks in Washington State territory. This seemed like this really changed the momentum of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Oregon went to James in this situation. He's a little bit more of a downhill vertical runner, and that really helped them.
Bucky Irving on a couple plays later, touchdown Oregon, and all of a sudden, we're tied at 10. Moments later, next drive for Oregon, it's who else? It's Irving. Finds some space, and he's off to the races, 40 yards downfield, and Oregon is looking to strike on back-to-back drives. Autzen Stadium getting fired up as Oregon starting to fill the momentum of the comeback. Moments later, Nix on the read. Touchdown Ducks.
Yeah, Oregon hasn't busted out the Nix running wrinkle too often this year. They're trying to keep him upright, but a nice little touch at the goal line there to get the 6.
Oregon goes into the halftime leading 17-13. Nix and the Oregon offense trying to continue this momentum. It's a 4-point game as we enter the third quarter. Ducks on their second drive. Nix, little swing pass to Irving. Irving, all sorts of space. Look at all that green in front of him. Not sure what number 8 was doing for Washington State. Irving, the speed, too fast to catch, touchdown Ducks.
Yeah, that's the same exact play off of as the first one we showed you, where he hits Ferguson on the sail route. Washington State stays over the top of it, takes the check down, 6.
Later in the third, Tez Johnson in motion. Nix hands it to Irving. Somebody check the safety's ankles because I think they got broken. Irving, a 43-yard house call, and Oregon is starting to put this one out of reach.
I had a buddy text me on this play. This is one of my favorite cutbacks when running backs hit it right. It's a counter play to the right. He sees the backside linebacker displaced, sticks his foot in the ground, hits the backside hole.
Ward and the Cougs trying to respond. 4th and 7, and Ward's pass is tipped by Tatum Tuioti. Big stop by the Oregon defense.
Yeah, they were never able to conjure up a turnover, but they got a couple of 4th down stops in the second half. Those are just as good.
Nix looking to put the final nail in the coffin, finds his brother Tez Johnson. Great throw, even better catch, and a great pickup for Oregon this offseason.
Yeah, absolutely. Little stutter diamond release there on the slot fade, and just a perfect ball from Nix. That was pretty special.